All right, well, there it is. A little bit of action. How much did they do? Well, the guy came and he leveled everything up, but I guess they're still waiting for two more dump truck loads of that gravel. So still can't actually get through. It's still a little bit rough. But hopefully, maybe another week. We'll see how things go. All right, let's start working. Well, we got our little kolonka right here, our little well going. And Vika, hold on. Let's take a look at it. How's the water looking?
It's just first ground.
So yeah, we just got it going. What, 4 or 5 minutes ago, and we had to wait a minute for it to start. And just gonna let it work its way through.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's good to know that we got our water going for the year. And Babushka's doing quality control. Oh, change the hat. Okay, that's the boss's hat now. Yeah. All right. Okay, I can finally start on my first job here at the dacha. What am I going to be doing? See the water right here? Filled it up and gonna go water the rediska. And I don't know, we're gonna have to go take a look at the greenhouse and see how dry it is. Oh, also, we need to spray for tick. So I gotta do that just before I go because tick season is here and I want to minimize my odds, keep them as low as possible of having a tick bite me. So let's go put that tick solution on and then we'll take this water and we'll go water the rediska, the radishes. So I took a few minutes to spray myself, and this time of the season they are lower to the ground. So yeah, you do your arms and you do it around your neck, but you kind of put it on your feet. And a little bit of a product placement here. It is called Klishevit. So it's more like your off spray that we have. It's more of a repellent. It's not going to really kill them, but it's pretty nasty that they don't like it and they're not going to be hanging around. So here it is, Klishevit. So if the company is watching this, it's a shout out. Maybe you guys can, I don't know, donate something to me. I don't know. I don't ask for money. All right. Beer would be good. No. Okay. Anyways, let's go and let's water the radishes now. Here we are in the greenhouse and brought in my 2 water jugs. I'm going to put it into that container and I'm going to water the radishes over here. You can see that it's a little bit dry. I haven't watered anything here since Sunday, and today's Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's been 4 days. It's kind of dry and humid in here. I did have that door open to let in the breeze, but I had that door closed. So it really did start to warm up, but now that I have that opened, let the cross breeze go right through and it'll cool things off. I'm actually starting to sweat in here. All right, let's fill that up and let's pour it into there. Start work. All right, so how much does 1 jug actually water here? Let's take a look. So give it a nice soaking. I'm using 1 jug per half side. There it is. Okay. And I still got this jug, so I'm going to put that water transfer into there and continue to do the rest. Here it is. Put another jug's worth of water into here, which gives me about 2/3 of a full capacity. And just a nice even dousing should cover everything. Look at that. That's all it is. Takes all of what, 10 seconds? Okay. So I think I gave it enough water. If Victoria says we need more, thing is, we have the well going, or the kolonka, and I can fill that up, bring it here, and so on. The hose does not reach here right now. And actually, we were planning on getting a longer hose so we can expand it, so it can come into the greenhouse here. So I think we'll have to do that. In the meantime, just filling from the hose into there and then bring it. So it's a little bit of a transfer inconvenience, but our radiska will get watered. All right. So I spoke with Vika, and we've decided that we're gonna wait a few hours and see how fast that radish area that was just watered, how fast it dries out. If it starts turning white, that means that it was really dry. I'll then fill up 2 more of these and go water it again. If in a few hours it's still looking like it was just watered 2 minutes ago, there's no point in putting more water into the ground. That means it's all nice and moist. So that's that. Okay, so now that that is done, what are we gonna do? Well, I'm thinking we should, well, first of all, I should put these banki away. These canisters, don't need them. There we go. Let's put away. Right. I need to do more aerating. So I'm going to take the rake and I'm going to go over there and I'm going to start raking away. So that's that. Very nice temperature right now. Not even wearing a jacket. I thought that I would need to. But seems to be very nice. A little bit of a breeze. What's my index here? My fir tree branches are moving a little bit. Oh yeah, just as soon as I say it, the wind picks up. Now it's like twice as windy as it was 30 seconds ago. Hey, let's go take a look and see what the temperature is. I think that will speak for itself on, you know, how warm or cold it is and whether I should put my jacket on. Let's go take a look. Plus 19.5 degrees Celsius. Oh, there you go. Plus 19.5 degrees Celsius. Yeah, like I said, the temperature will speak for itself. No wonder. Don't need to wear a jacket. And I can just go straight to work. If it does cool down a bit, I'll put the jacket on. But looks like I'll be working just with a t-shirt. I think we got our t-shirt weather now, right? Let's go to work. All right, here it is. So last time when I was working this part of the lawn, I got up to here and I didn't want to lose my mark. So I put in these little rebar pieces. And this side right here needs to be scratched out. So I got my 2 rakes, got my shovel, and I'm going to start aerating this section right here. All right, let's go to work. Okay, I finished this little section over here. Turn the camera around, show you what I did. Here it is. So right from the rebar over here to that 45-gallon drum, this section has been all raked up, aerated, all the way down over here. And actually, I only got this little bit right here. That's it. So now I need to find something else to do. Okay, I found another little job to do, and it's right behind these barrels. Let's turn the camera around. Okay, here it is. So last fall, when I was building this shed, there was this area right here that I thought I was going to extend, but I decided no, just to keep it this long right here. Anyways, I got to do what's called gazonification. I got to make a lawn. I got to level this out, so I got to pick up the barrels, move them back, and straighten this out. And then probably next week, I will plant some grass. Anyways, but for now, I got to fix this up. Otherwise, when the grass starts coming up, and if it's not leveled off, it's going to be a bit of a pain coming in here with the lawnmower. So a little bit of TLC right now, probably 10 or 15 minutes of work, and I'll get it nice and straight. All right, let's go to work. This is all cleaned up now, and I scratched it out. I'm not packing it down yet. Tomorrow we're expecting some rain, so I'll just let the rain flatten everything out, and it'll show me where the dips are, and then I can come back just before seeding it, fill in all the little dips and stuff. Here is the unwanted stuff, so I'm going to actually take this down over there to the berm and just keep building up that berm. So this is not compost, this is going to be for the berm. Anyways, there it is. that's all done, and I'm ready to go work on another project. Let's go to work. Here's another little section I want to fix up. So this line right there that I'm showing with the rake, that right there has been bothering me all the time when I'm mowing the lawn along here and the high ground. So if I mow this section right here and then I start mowing this is the high part right there, and it gets chewed by the blade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and remove this right here so that it'll be more even, so that when mowing season starts, this section right here will be easier to mow and I'm not going to be dulling up my lawnmower blade. All right, let's go to work. All right, fixed up another little section of the lawn here. So now when I'm going to be mowing, it's not going to be as bad, like catching the blade on the high ground. So I kind of flared it out a little bit. And I got about a half a wheelbarrow load of dirt that I will end up taking to the berm that is way over there. And then I think I'm going to fix up some of these little areas also. So if you look closely, like this right here, you got a bit of a hole. Now you would think, well, why not put this into there? Nah, don't want to do that. I actually want to fill up that berm right there. This, I'll just take the shovel and grab from around it and fill it in a bit. Same with this right here. I don't know if you could see, but right there, that kind of dips in, and that's a high point right there. So I can take the shovel and cut the top off and move some of the dirt in right there. There it is. There's another high point right there. So yeah, there's all these little things to do. Now, it may seem meaningless, but the good thing is that once I start mowing the lawn, it's going to be nice and smooth all the way through. All right, let's go take this away to the berm. This is where I'm emptying this dirt, this berm, which I started last year. And believe it or not, there is a creek right there. Looks like it stopped flowing. So I don't want to take any chances. It used to be very low. And I started building this up last year. If you guys remember in the videos, I was building this all the way up to that shed right there. So, you know, I want to be prepared so that if we ever have a huge run, because the creek was pretty much level with the ground right here, I want to have it built up, and I do have rocks on that side, rocks and bricks kind of holding back the bank, and on this side just dirt. You could see a little bit of bricks right there. Yeah, I just want to make sure that if in the future, if there's ever going to be a surge of water, at least we started getting prepared so that this area right here, right there, won't get flooded out. So yeah, it's better to be proactive instead of reactive. All right, let's go back to work.